stop where you are. If you have not seen A Star Is Born, don't watch this video because I mentioned things that will spoil it for you. It will. There is spoilers in this video for sure. But if you have seen it, carry on watching and let's talk about A Star Is Born. But again, if you haven't, go just watch another one of my videos because they're all great. So you'll enjoy yourself either way. Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, yummy.
Hey Beauts, it's not Caroline here and welcome back to another review. It's been a while since I've actually seen it and I was meant to do this review earlier but I've just forgot. I went to see A Star Is Born.
Look, talent comes everywhere, but having something to say and a way to say it so people listen to it, that's a whole other bag. And unless you get out there and you try to do it, you'll never know. That's just the truth. If there's one reason we're supposed to be here is to say something so people want to hear it. So you gotta grab it.
That film was incredible. That film was incredible. It was so good. Like, I obviously I kind of knew it was gonna be good. I like Bradley Cooper. Lady Gaga is just a brilliant actress. And the reviews are really good on it and like everyone was like, you need to go see this film. So obviously we went to go see it and it was just so good. Bradley Cooper wrote it, directed it, and he played the actor and he sung the songs and he did the guitar. The man's like a multi-genius of like levels of loads of stuff that he does. And I was just so impressed by like how well it was put together. Apparently it was like a remake, I didn't know, and I haven't seen the original one, but what I saw of this one I loved, so I'm sure the original version was just as good. Basically, if you love kind of almost a musical, then it's not really a musical, there's songs in it, but it's a very good romantic, like kind of tragic story about like love and loss and like drug addiction and alcohol addiction and just like fame and it's just so good. So basically it's about like Bradley Cooper, he's a famous singer and he meets Lady Gaga and she's a really good singer but she's not got anywhere, and he kind of gets her signed, or you know, he like sings with her and then gets her signed, and then that's all good, and then he starts like taking more drugs and doing more alcohol, and she gets bigger and bigger and bigger in her fame, and they kind of clash and they still love each other. Like it's all this kind of like it's so tragic, like stuff that happens like in it is so tragic. Like there's bits where they argue and it's so like deep because they clearly just absolutely love each other, and when you see them arguing you're like, oh, it's so sad.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore?
Is that me?
That's you.
You just write that now?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
This film kind of showed the fun and also the dark side of showbiz. It showed that you can get everything you kind of ever thought you wanted with, like, you know, being a singer, you can sing to thousands of people, you can write your own song, you know, stuff like that. But it also shows the dark side of you having to do things other people say at the start of your career because that will help your career blossom, which I think personally is a kind of takes Lady Gaga's life, because of what I think of Lady Gaga. When I first saw her I was like, she's crazy, and she's gone to like the thing in a meat dress and her songs are very like, you know, rah rah bah, bah, bah. You know, there's a lot of stuff, that kind of thing. And then when she got into her career more, her voice was, I never noticed her voice before. She started doing ballads and writing more deep, meaningful songs, and I was like, this is incredible. And I feel like maybe, I could really be wrong, that when she first started out they were like, change this about you, write this kind of music, sing this kind of songs, you know, you can do it, like stuff like that. So she kind of probably wrote those songs like not staying true to herself, but that's the kind of ugly side of showbiz. You have to do stuff you don't want to do to kind of get where you want to be, and then once you've got to where you want to be you can fuck everyone else off and just do what you love, which I think is kind of what showed. Like they gave her dancers in the film and she didn't want dancers, she just wanted to sing her songs, and they made her very poppy and she wasn't, she was like country and she kind of sang lovely song. Like I don't know if it is, like that's my assumption, that it's kind of on her life a bit. I know it's not based on Lady Gaga's life, it's not based on anything, but I think there's elements of that in there. Like she had brown hair in the film and they said to her, you should go blonde and stuff like that, and you need to be blonde, and she was like, I don't want to be blonde. It's almost like with Ed Sheeran, like he the You Need Me, I Don't Need You song is about his first like manager who said to him that you shouldn't do grime and that you shouldn't be ginger. So he was like, well, fucking bye then, I'm gonna do what I want and I'm gonna keep my hair how I want. So it's kind of like that thing. It shows you that, you know, all kind of stuff like that comes with a price. Like, you never know what you're gonna get into. Like, you can get the manager and agent that you want, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to do what you want. That kind of thing.
Takes a lot to change, man. Hell, it takes a lot to try. Baby, it's time to let the old ways die.
Music is essentially 12 notes between any octave. 12 notes and the octave repeats. It's the same story, told over and over. All any artist can offer the world is how they see those 12 notes.
There's a bit in the film where she sings in front of a large audience for the first time. Like, she sings in clubs and stuff at the beginning, but when she first goes on stage with Bradley Cooper, she sings in front of like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of people. And you can see the like absolute relief on her face that she's finally done something she's wanted to do for so long. And I felt it, because as a singer and as an actress and stuff, I dream about the stuff that I want to do and the audience that I want to reach, and I felt the relief along with her. Like, it was such like a moment. Like, it felt great, because she was obviously terrified when she first walked out on stage, but then once she started singing and everyone was applauding, she kind of just like let it all out and just fucking let her voice shine through. Lady Gaga has an incredible voice, oh my god. Her voice does things to me. She is my woman crush. I love her. She's such an idol. Like, she's an actress and a singer. Like, she writes her own music. She's so fucking cool. She's a gay icon. Like, I live for Lady Gaga. She's great. So yeah, that really hit me, that bit. There was a bit where I was like, oh my god, this is so good. The film is so tragic though. There's so many bits that I'm like, oh god. And like, the ending was horrible, but like, I loved it, because I don't always want a happy ending in a film. I don't always want that. And I feel like the ending was so powerful. It showed the damage that words can cause someone. Like, the manager was like, you're ruining her life, blah blah blah. And because he's a fucking, you know, recovering alcoholic, and he believed it and took his own life. And honestly, it was really sad. It was the way it was shot as well was really done really well. So you see like just the dog like whining outside the garage door, and and you knew that she didn't know, and that she was doing a big concert and she had no idea, and then she come up and sang this song at the end that was just beautiful.
You hiding love songs?
No, I wouldn't say I was hiding it. I just started putting it down on paper when we were at home. I don't know, it just sort of fell out of me, I guess, not on this page.
Wish I could have said goodbye. I would have said what I wanted to, maybe even cried for you. Don't wanna feel another touch, don't wanna start another fire, don't wanna know another kiss.
And I cried like 3 or 4 times. I cried when they argued, I cried when they were upset, I cried when they were happy, I cried when she got on stage, like I cried at the end. I cried. The film made me cry. I was crying, I laughed in a few bits. Honestly, I couldn't recommend this film more to people. Maybe it's not everyone, like some people don't like romantic things like that. You know, it's not even a comedy, it's like a romantic tragedy. Like, it's just so good. It's just so good. Bradley Cooper, well done, sir. you are incredible. Bradley Cooper may be one of my new favourite people. If he's pulled that off, fuck, he's so good. Again, like with kind of most blockbuster-ish films, the acting was just so phenomenal. There wasn't a single person in it I thought, this is not believable. They were all great. They were all great. Lady Gaga's acting is so good. I don't know why I doubt her. I feel like her acting's not gonna be good, but she's just so good at acting, honestly. But I don't know what else to say. Like, that's kind of it. Like, the film was just incredible. I would recommend going and see it. I don't know if it's out in cinema anymore, but wait till it comes out or wait till it goes on like Sky Movies or something and just watch it, because, oh god, it's so good. And I have it on my list of things to download, like the songs. I need to get the soundtrack in my life. There's this one song called Shallows, and oh, it's so good. It just makes me like crumble into like a little ball of Ravita where I'm just crumbly. Okay, so that's my view on A Star Is Born. Go and watch it. I'm gonna give it my rating. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I have nothing bad to say. I have nothing bad to say about this film at all. There wasn't one bit that I didn't like. So it's getting a 5 out of 5. My first 5 out of 5 review, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know, you know, just how you felt about it. Anyway, thank you so much for coming and seeing me today. I really appreciate it. Remember to push all those lovely little buttons at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, just talking about it makes me want to go watch it again.